First, okay, so welcome to the first virtual Q&A session with the new board of IGSA and the new incoming fall 2021 students. So IGSA stands for Indian Graduate Student Association at George Mason University. And this is Kavya. I'm the content head of the board. So today we'll be answering your questions, and I hope this session will be helpful to all the new students. Can you go to the next slide? Yeah, so the first prerequisite of this session is you're free to keep your camera off or on, it's your wish. But you're required to stay on mute during the session. And if you have any questions during the session, feel free to drop your message in the chat box. And yeah. To the next slide, please. So today's agenda for this session is you're going to know what IGSA is or how it's going to function, and know the team members and the important links that will be helpful to you at the college. And also you'll be knowing the frequently asked questions, and we'll be also responding to the questionnaire. And yeah. Yeah, so this is the current IGSA team. We have Pawan as our president, Simran as our vice president, Supriya as our treasurer, Lakhan as secretary, Sanket as our marketing head, Jyoti as our student induction head, and Rishikesh as our webmaster, and Ramya, our photography head. And this is myself, Kavya, as content head, and Anudeep as our event coordinator, and Rishi Verma as our sports coordinator. Simran, you will go ahead with this.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. My name is Simran, and I'm the Vice President of IGSA. Thank you all for joining in the session. I welcome you all on behalf of the IGSA team. So in today's session, we will try to cover most of your queries associated with how to navigate through various things which my group members are going to share. So we have some important links written down here related to careers and how can you look for part-time jobs, how to access Blackboard and all the queries related to it, how to register and log in for Duo apps. So there are all the links we've provided, and still you have any questions, feel free to text us or anonymously or yeah, whichever way you feel comfortable to you. And Pawan will take on the lead now.
Yeah. Hello everyone. This is our first interaction session with the incoming fall students. When you're coming for the first time, we have a lot of doubts and issues regarding several topics. It is our responsibility to clear up all the doubts that you have. And we have basically the frequently asked question areas are on-campus jobs, full-time jobs, courses and catalog, residential communities and leasing, opening a bank account, driver's license, and commute to and from the campus. Basically, when coming to on-campus jobs, we have Handshake as the platform where you can find a number of jobs, and you need to see the requirements and you need to apply for the on-campus job. When it comes to full-time, it's somewhat different. For the courses and catalog, you can find them through the GMU catalog, or regarding the courses, you can search them through Patriot Web. And when coming to the residential communities and leasing, basically Indians prefer to stay in three places. Those are Avalon, Masonville, and Trillium Apartments. We need to just send a request to them for the leasing process, and then can get a lease. And opening a bank account, mostly students prefer to open bank account in Bank of America, which is nearby. And you need to see the basic requirements depending on the bank that you're choosing. Mostly they will be asking for your I-20 passport. Passport, that's it. When coming to driver's license, you can approach them going through the DMV website or by booking an online appointment or sending a message for them through a social media. And when coming to commute to and from the campus, we have shuttle services. We can use them as a commute service. And we have few classes in Arlington campus as well. So for that also we can use commute to from Fairfax to Arlington. And that's it. I hope from here, Supriya, I can carry on. Supriya.
Yes, Pawan. So, so for the part-time jobs, as Pawan already mentioned, you can go to the handshake and you can apply there. As per the requirements, you can update your resume or your cover letter. So it would be advisable for every job, you should change your resume and your cover letter to the and mention the keywords that are
Your voice
already.
is, I mean, there is a echo in your voice. Is there any dear
Oh,
device?
one second. Is it better now?
Yeah, it's the same. I mean, still it's there.
Hello, is it better? My voice is better now?
I guess you can use a headphone kind of thing. So I guess it's due to the speaker.
Simran, do you think you can take it from here? If Supriya has technical issues, it's okay.
Sure, I can take over until Supriya can figure out what's up with that. So for part-time jobs, guys, there is a platform called Handshake. So you just need to log in through Handshake to your like net ID, which you'll get once you start the semester. So it has all kind of jobs related, such as internships, part-time jobs. Since you being an international student, you cannot go for off-campus jobs. So it's best to look for on-campus jobs and internship. There is plenty of options. So there are different types of jobs related to your different places on campus or related to your department. So you can just browse it through. For GA and TA positions, the best thing would be to reach out to your department, but I would ask you guys not to ping the professors individually because it gets annoying sometimes. So make sure you reach out to professors who are to the concerned professors, and just ask your seniors to probably recommend you for the GA or TA positions. And mostly for the fall positions, GA, TA, or RA positions get filled up during summers or probably during March. So make sure you apply early and just to get into them. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. So the earlier you start looking for part-time jobs, better it would be. Definitely, you're going to get a lot of yes and no's, so don't lose hope, keep applying, and yeah.
Lakan, could you please speak about course related thing?
Sure. So, hi guys, Lakan this side. I'm a secretary for this new GMA work. So, regarding the course with GMA is offer right now for graduate course, you can just see the link where you can just take out the look for like CS course, telecommunication course, and DA course. What GMA is offering, we have like major programs and undergraduates, graduates. So you can just check all the kind of features what we have, what policies we have, what are the tuition fees, which is applying for the catalog, and all kind of requirement. You can able to see whether we have a GRE wave office there or not. So you can just probably check that link, and if you have any issues, probably you can just ping one of us, and we can able to help you out. And if you can better reach out to your senior, probably he can help you more in that course, and what kind of course you need to take it in your first semester, and whether it is helpful for your future programming and future perspective, so that they can easily help you out in that. And regarding course validation as well, probably you can reach out to your respective advisors, and if they are free, probably they can reply you back in the morning, like right now. So it's better to reach out to your advisor as well if you want to double check about your courses. Thank you.
So, so when coming to residential communities, most of the Indian students stay at Eves by Avalon, Masonville, and Trillium apartments. Here we have the three links of those communities. You can request them by applying through these links to lease an apartment at the above mentioned communities. So, and or else you can reach out by messaging regarding the accommodation in the group. So, I'd like Jyoti to speak about bank accounts. Jyoti, are you there? Sanket?
Yeah, sure, I can take this.
Yeah.
So once you arrive in the US, you can just open your bank accounts, and all you will be asked is for passport, visa, the I-94, I-20, and the service ID. Also, if you have an SSN, you can just give that also, but that's not mandatory. And so most like banks are Bank of America, or you can say PNC. So there are several banks, Chase Bank, and you can just open with any of them, but there are several requirements as Pawan mentioned earlier. Like for some of them, it would be if you are 25 below 25, then it would ask you to have a minimum kind of amount in your account for every.
No, if you're under 25, you can have a zero savings account. If you're about 25,
Yeah,
you
so
have to maintain
yeah,
a 1500 balance.
exactly. And
Minimum
for some
balance.
banks, it's like you need to have certain number of amount coming to your account every month. So that depends over banks.
I
And
also sorry, Sanket, you
yeah,
can
sure.
carry on.
Yeah, sure, you can carry on if you have anything.
So I also would like to add, because someone asked that is there so do we have to pay annual charges? So that really depends from bank to bank, because if you're under 25, some bank do not charge. For example, Wells Fargo, I know that they do not charge if you're under 25, and sometimes like if you go over 25 and you have to keep maintain like certain amount to not pay the service charge, like which is monthly or annually sometimes. So that really depends on the kind of bank you open an account. So the best bet would be to check with the bank. Yeah.
So from here, Anidip will take the call. Yeah, Anidip.
Yeah, hi everyone. So the process, how do you get driving license? So you have a website called dme.virginia.gov. So you can right away click on it, and it's very simple. You can check the availability of the slots. So how does driving license here in US works? So firstly, you need to have you need to give a knowledge test. So the knowledge test has two sections. The first one, you'll be giving 10 questions which are of multiple choice questions, and you need to score 10 on 10 for that. And after you score 10 on 10, then you'll be taken to the next section, which will be around 30 questions of same multiple choice questions. And there's some, I guess 23, you have to score 23 out of 30. So
not 23, you need to score 25.
25. I'm sorry about it. So you guys need to get a score of 25 out of 30 to obtain a learner's permit. It's the same how we get back there in India. So you get your learner's license, and after you have your learner's license, from 2 months from there, you can give your straight driving test. And to apply driving license in Virginia, you need to have two address proofs. So for two address proofs, if you are in the lease, like if you are leasing a house, so that could be one proof, and the other one would be your bank statement. So when you go to bank, just make sure that you get a hard copy of your bank account, so that you need not run to bank before your exam. So this is a small advice which I want to give it to all. Whenever you go to bank and open your account, make sure you get two hard copies of your bank summary, so with an address of it. So that could be one proof. Your the second one, identity proof, will be your passport. And
If you are not on the lease, you can have USPS thing as an address proof. There is a USPS.com. You can register for the USPS thing. So it will be as an additional address proof for you.
Also for the address proof, like I like to add that from my own experience, that if you do not have second address proof, they won't let you sit for the test. And for second address proof, like Pawan mentioned, you can either have the USPS like some kind of parcel or which has your address, or second thing could be if you make an appointment with Social Security and ask them to give you an ineligibility form, like you because you won't be eligible to apply for SSN until you have a job, but you can still go to the office and tell them that you're ineligible for it, and they can give you a document which has your address. So that is also another way in which you can find the your address proof. You can carry on.
Yeah, so that would be your address proofs or something, and your identity proof will be your passport. And one proof of legal presence in Virginia would be same. You can use your address proof or your bank statement with a local address. And the I-20, I-94, and DMV appointment confirmations. So that's how you get your driver's license. And we have a question from. So I guess it's answered in the chat. And if you're having an international driver's license, you can use it for 6 months, but that depends from a person to person. Few cops may accept it, and few cops, they might not accept it. So my suggestion is better get a local Virginia driving license as soon as possible.
So to add about that, for the driving license, it's better to get a driver's license from Virginia directly. Like it's allowed to drive for 3 to 6 months, but it's not with the international driver's license. Like it's not how it goes. The driver's license that you get actually from India is actually valid for 3 to 6 months. That goes directly, and there is no question about international driving license. It's just for the sake of giving it.
And moreover, we can apply for the original Virginia driving license soon after the completion of learning knowledge test. We need to just surrender the Indian license with them, and it should be on digital records. And there's no need of taking any learner's license as a card. So you can go for the driver's license test within completion of your knowledge test within 1 or 2 days after the knowledge test. It's not mandated to wait till 60 days to complete. Yeah, and from here, Jyoti will take this.
Hello, everyone. Next slide, please. Okay, yeah, sorry. So for commuting to university, there are a few options. Mason provides Mason shuttles, which you can find on Mason 360 app. There are also city buses, which are called Q buses. To access that, you can check a Nextbus app. And there's metro, and from Vienna, it goes everywhere, like to DC and other parts. There are also some electric scooters like Bird, Lime, Spin. You need to download specific apps for accessing that. You need to pay some amount, and you can access anywhere you want.
And moreover, Jyoti is the student induction head, and the people who are coming for the fall, and mostly Jyoti has answered everyone regarding the accommodation and other things. and mostly she's a kind of frontline warrior for this group. And she has answered many people regarding the questions and queries. I'd like to ask Supriya to talk a few things about this. Supriya.
Yes, Pawan. What should I? In general? Hello?
Supriya, is there, everything is okay?
I think her voice is breaking up.
Yeah.
So I guess we can continue with the questionnaire session. You guys
Yep.
can ask anything, whatever doubts you have, queries you have.
So someone in the chat asked the nearest place from where we can purchase an AT&T SIM card. Will someone like to answer that question? Okay, I guess
when it's coming to internet, it depends on the community. You can ask the leasing office regarding which internet services is best. And SIM cards, you can find them within the radius of 1 to 1.5 mile within the university. What documents should be carried for immigration? The documents you have taken for the visa, that should be there with you in the immigration. Mostly they'll be checking your the I-20 and the passport.
Yeah, that's the most important. Yeah. And once you are here in the United States, you'll have you can go to the I-94 website to access your I-94 record and just print it and keep it with yourself, because it is going to be handy when you go for your driver's license or for your social security appointment.
Someone asked regarding the shuttles from Dixie Hill Road. You don't have shuttles from that location, but you can walk down straight and you'll have QBus services. You don't have shuttle from there, but yeah, you have QBus services from near to that Dixie Hill Road.
I would like to add one point here regarding Dixie Hill Road. As I checked, we have a stop near to that Fairlax. Probably if it is walking distance for you, then you can go there and we have a stop there for GMA shuttle. Otherwise, you have only one option, which is QBus, which I think Anil was already mentioned.
Should we apply for the I-95 for first time visit in the state? Yes, you need to apply for I-95 for first time visit in the state.
Someone asked how much time does it take to get SSN? So you can only apply for Social Security once you have an on-campus job. So that really depends on how early you get the job, and then secondly depends on, because in this area we have just one Social Security office, which is in Reston. So it really depends on what slots are available for the appointment, and then they will take around 14 days to email you your social security back. So entirely depends on your job circumstances and the slots available. Pavan, someone asked question regarding the flywire. Clarity on that?
After paying through the flywire, you'll be getting a PDF generated. So you need to mail the PDF to the account's office.
Pawan,
it will. Yeah, it's good.
So regarding the flywire, first, if you're going by a loan or if you're having sufficient amounts in the bank, just select the one. And once you select through flywire link that's provided in the university website, and you can just select GMU, George Mason University in there. Once you get to that, it'll ask for your confirmations of the bank details. It takes like 24 hours to complete the payment. It's already in there. And then the PDF that is generated can be directly sent to the student accounts. So they'll verify it and then confirm the payment, and you'll get a PDF that's sanctioned once. That should be enough.
We don't have any shuttles from airport to the college. I suggest Bank of America to open an account is the best one. Do we have shuttles? Yes, yes, we have shuttle services from Fairfax campus to Arlington campus for taking classes. Yeah, we can pay a fee using Forex card, but you'll be having a transaction fee. It's better to pay it online or using the local bank accounts to pay the fee.
Someone have question about, can we take insurance from third party, or is it preferable to go with JMU insurance? Yeah, you have to go with JMU insurance. The third party insurance will not replace. We are talking about the insurance from India, it not work. Better go with JMU insurance, which is provided by 89 insurance. That is a good, and everyone has opted that way. Someone also have question about how much cash should we carry and how much should be there in the Forex card. I'll suggest that you should carry at max $200 cash, because it will only be useful in the time of emergency. About the amount in Forex card, it should cover at least your first month rent, some initial cost and other things. So I would
Yeah, you can
suggest,
suggest account something like $1,000 for the Forex. Yeah, it should be suffice for 2 months at least.
yeah, if you don't,
No, we can carry more than that if you're okay with it. It's not mandatory to carry only $1,000.
Like once you have access to it, you can just try to relocate accounts and the amount into the Forex card. But yeah,
Yep.
that should be enough for initial travel.
So before the first day of classes, we need to take the Mason ID and we need to submit the transcripts, and that's all. And you need to get your I-94. And you need to complete your online virtual orientation session as well.
There's a question regarding, is it mandatory to carry cash while traveling? Is it asked during the question? If you can carry as long as proof, like where to get the cash, and you have a bill, so it won't be mined. Carry the cash.
There's a question related to something's wrong with the voice. Related to the if you're waitlisted for a course and if the count is more than 15, does the university increase the enrollment count? Has anyone has idea about that?
Yeah, so we just need to mail the department the course, whichever course we have taken. Just mail the department and ask if there's any way they can get us enrolled. That's the only way if we are on waitlist. Else, if at all the waitlist is getting cleared, we'll get an override request. But if at all we are not getting an override request, it's better to email the department.
okay, one thing regarding to the opening bank account. So the people who are about 25, you can open bank account in PNC Bank, which don't have any minimum balance. You can have zero balance there. And for below
Even some Chase account also does that. They get like initial $25 for the registration thing. You can use that too.
yeah.
Let me clarify one thing. Everybody is mainly asking about a transport from airport. So there is no transport available from GMU side as well as from our side. If anyone is available to pick you up, probably you can just reach out to him, or he can reach out to you guys. But otherwise, there is no as such transport facility available from our side or JMU side from airport. So you just need to book a cab while land, and once because there's proper slot, you can just go there, and it is easily accessible to you guys when you land in the US.
So someone asked a question, some suggestive steps that one could follow just after arriving in the US. Like, I think first of all, when you arrive in the US, um, you need to report to the OIPS, International Students Department, that you're here. And then after 4 to 5 days, I guess, you can correct me if I'm wrong, Pawan, that you can access your I-94 card, which is going to be with you all the time and will be handy for future, like when you go to for DMV or Social Security. And then pretty much you'll have to do the international check-in, which will be provided by OIPS. They'll email you. So then you'll probably need to submit your transcripts, upload your I-94, and then your service ID. So I think the first step would be contacting the OIPS when you arrive. Yeah. In case I missed, you guys can just add up if there's anything else.
And I just want to add one more thing about the transcripts. So whoever is in India right now, just make sure you are getting your transcript along with the mark sheets and the degree, and there should be a attached stamp of that. I mean, if you have a original mark sheet, you can't just submit that. You need to have a Xerox of that, and just go to your registrar of your university, ask them to sign that, and just attach that, and they will put some stamp over it. And after that, they will just seal it, give you a sealed envelope. You can submit that here in the university, in the George Mason. So that's I mean, that's very important thing, because once you're here, and like the COVID is going on, so it's really hard to get those things once you're here. So just make sure about that.
And guys, it is really mandatory to get these things done in your first semester. Otherwise, you can't able to register your courses. So make sure you have like transcript and mark sheet with the college stamps on that, and it should be sealed document. So better to get 2 copies with you guys.
Yeah, and regarding the transcript deadline, so that would be around in the middle of your first semester. So if your semester is starting in August, then it would be around September, I guess. But that totally depends. You can just request them to extend the deadline if you are facing any issues, and they can do that. But just make sure you have all the things before your second semester starts.
Someone also have a question about which is the preferred account, checking or saving. If you want to use that account for spending money, yeah, you should go with the checking account.
Yeah, regarding the transcripts and mark sheet attestation, if your college is autonomous, then attestation from college is fine, or else it's an affiliated thing. You need to get it done by the university or college. Anything is fine.
So one more point to add on. So everyone was asking me about the immunization records. Try to get it done as soon as possible. All the medications that you're taking and all the vaccinations that you're taking, and update it in that Patriot Web and the health immunization forms. So even if you don't have enough time to get the second dose or anything, if you're missing something, try to get it done after you come here. Even that's possible with the GMU Health. But just update all the ones that you're having, and kindly carry each and every vaccinated certificate that you have from the hospitals. Try to do that.
Um, I would also like to add one thing, that if you do not upload all of these into the health portal by time, you'll be charged a late fee of about $50, and then they will also not let you choose up courses for the next term. So just be sure that this is also the important thing that you do when you arrive in the US.
I guess there is still some confusion about the transcript thing. So you guys might, if you guys have already sent the package to the university, including the transcripts, the mark sheets, and the degree, then you're good to go. But if you have just submitted transcript, or if you haven't submitted anything, then you need to submit transcript. That is a separate thing, and mark sheets and degree that are separate things. So GMU doesn't consider the transcript to contain mark sheets. So you need to have all of those three documents with you.
Guys, whoever has questions, you can unmute your mic and ask questions.
Hi, this is Varun. Is it required that we need to attest every transcript from the university?
Yeah, Varun, I would like to take that. I would like to take that question, guys. So you're asking that every mark sheet. So every mark sheet means it required to be from every semester. Uh, Even if you had any backlog and you get a separate mark sheet for that, you also need to do that. You also need to take that. And this all semester-wise mark sheet should be attested from the university plus the transcript from the university plus degree. This all should be attested by university, and this package should need to be submitted to George Mason University.
Yeah, thanks, Rishikesh.
There is Rakesh over here.
Hi, Rakesh.
Okay, so my transcripts, right? I've taken Xerox of the all the mark sheets. I've taken Xerox of the degree certificate, and I took a transcript, and I had them attested, both stamped and sealed, and I put packaged in envelope. That's enough, right?
Yeah, that's enough.
Yeah, it's enough.
Xerox copy is fine, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, this is Tejashvi.
Hi, Tejas.
Hi, I just want to know, do we need to submit our immunization records hard copy post arrival, or like, is it not required?
No, you need to upload them going through a website.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all. There's no need of any hard copy. Just you carry them with you when you're coming to the US.
Okay. And the portal, it's showing that it's verified. The status is verified, but in the GMU portal where we got our I-20 and all, it is yet being shown as not received. So I was a little concerned of it.
Sometimes they do take up a few days to change our status to verify. That happens, and also I just replied to your message as well that you just have to carry your hard copies for your own self just to upload and fill up the form, like what dates have you got shots, and how many shots have you got, for example, for MMR and stuff like that. So it's really for your own information. Yeah, you don't have to upload hard copies anywhere.
Thank you. How about this? Like I submitted, like I posted my transcripts and the status is being shown as green. Do I need to submit another copy post arrival, or will that be fine?
Yeah, it's fine, I guess, but it's better to carry another set of documents with you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Hello, this is Miley here.
Hi, Miley.
So I registered for 3 courses. So how do we know whether our registration got confirmed? Like, does it get unlocked before our course start date?
You did the registration from Patriot Web, right?
Yeah, I did through web.
So it would be directly, if you are registered for that, it would be directly saying that you are registered. If you are waitlisted, it would be there that you have chosen the waitlisted thing. Also, if you are registered, then you can just go to the Blackboard thing and you can see your course mentioned there. So once the semester starts, I mean, before the semester, it would be logged, but once it starts, it would be unlocked for you guys.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Someone asked how many passport size photos are required and what is the recommended size. I'm not sure if the passport size photographs are needed. Like we weren't asked about the passport size photographs anywhere, I guess.
Okay, for opening bank account, I mean, are those required over there?
No, they
No.
don't ask. They
Yeah.
don't ask, but you can carry maybe
Yeah.
max to 20 photos of 2x2 size.
Okay, with white background.
Yeah, with white background. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just a second. Guys, what are the best pubs and bars nearby? I guess you'll get to know when you come to Fairfax. It's not a place to discuss all this stuff, I guess. And it's not a good time to discuss regarding pubs and bars.
And regarding the course start date, I see in the chat it is mentioned as 25th of August, but in the portal it is mentioned as 23rd of August. Is there any change of date for the
No,
class start
actually,
date?
the start date that's been in your I-20 is on August 23rd, but it depends on your class. When is your first class? It will be your first start date of your semester.
Okay.
It's not mandated that everyone has a class in the same day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone have question that is it mandatory to have a travel insurance for traveling? I guess it's not required. At least I didn't add any.
Yes, I
It's just
agree.
personal preference. It's just personal preference.
Yeah.
Where you
Because
guys want to.
you'll be having your GME insurance anyway, so I don't think that is needed. So someone asked what happens in orientations program. Is it necessary to attend? So I think we would suggest that you should definitely attend. You get to know about more detailed stuff about your course, how to apply for jobs, career fairs, and so I think it's a good option to attend.
Hi, this is Varun again. Regarding the insurance that George Mason is providing, is it mandatory that we take the insurance from George Mason, or can we go to the cheaper option that is provided by ISO?
I would suggest to go with the insurance by GMU.
I can answer this question. So many people have asked us this question in the past as well. So a few people come with dependent visas. They also have their husband's insurance or a dependent's insurance. So they have an override. So there is a policy that you can request for an override. You need to go to the GMU website and check for all the requirements that are there for the override. And you need to have almost you need to satisfy many requirements to take an override. So I suggest, instead of taking all of this, if you have any health issues, it is highly suggested to take George Mason University insurance, because we also have student health services, which is free for us. And for basic medical tests, they only charge us bare minimum. So it's it's helpful if you take George Mason University, health insurance apart from anything outside. We suggest you that, but there's always an option for an override. So you can go online, and trust me guys, you can Google every single thing. You just have to put a GMU on the site and you'll get all the links that you need, be it career fairs or be it any information regarding your transcripts or anything. Everything can be Googled. So go ahead and Google it and do your research. And yeah, you can override it. There are a few requirements for that. So you can go ahead and request for an override. That's not an issue.
Thanks, Shreya. Which are covered under the GMU health insurance? Any link or
Yeah.
form for that?
Yeah, I would suggest you to go ahead and search for the link online. If I get that link, I'll definitely share it in the IGSA group. But yes, I'm not aware of it right now, but I can definitely share those links.
How do we change university in the middle of a semester?
So again, you need to request to the registrar. You need to go to the registrar office, drop an email to them, and you need to see if the university that you're transferring to, if they'll accept all your credits or not. Get all of this confirmation from the registrar, and that's when you can do it. So you need to drop an email to registrar@gmu.edu, and they can help you with this.
Also, I would like to add to what Shreya said. Like if you wish to change it before your first semester begins, that's probably the easiest option because you don't have to transfer your credits and everything. But yes, if you decide to do it after first semester, then you have to make sure that the college you're transferring to, they accept your credits.
Well, I'm interested in photography. So how do photography events takes place in IGSA?
I guess Ramya will take this. Ramya?
So apart from this, I mean, it's not only about IGSA. If you're really interested in photography, there are photography clubs. You need to log into Mason 360 website. The link was provided previously. So if you go and log in, there are many photography clubs on campus. You can join them as well. IGSA is specifically for Indian students, international students. So I won't say we specialize in a club for photography, but yes, whenever we conduct any events, we do have photography involved in that. But we do have on-campus clubs for photography. You're free to go ahead and apply for them and get that experience out of that club. I hope that helps.
Hello, Chandana here. Can you suggest any place to get a laptop with student discount?
MacBook, Apple always has a student discount. Microsoft has a student discount. You can go in store, and also I'm not sure if you can order a student discount online, but definitely you can get it in store. So yeah, I think all the major companies do have a student discount.
So there are some questions regarding the vaccination. GMU has been actively running the vaccination camps. So I'm sure once you arrive in the US, you can receive those vaccinations because they're trying to get everyone vaccinated, and we actually have to submit the vaccinated cards before the semester begins because we're going in person fully. So they do have this requirement that every student is vaccinated.
Do we have a sports club like for volleyball and everything?
Yes, I am just sharing a link for you for all the clubs and organizations that we have at GMU. It should be useful for everyone. Just copy the link in the chat and you should get all the links for that.
Hi, this is Samhita. I did my first semester online and I'm coming for this fall. Is there anything else I need to know? Like, I know the basics of registration and all. Is there anything I need to know?
Nothing. What exactly you want from us?
I can help. I can help with this because I've been into the same situation. So before coming, make sure that your credits have been converted into active state. Since you have done before, you've done a course before getting your visa, right?
Yes.
So yeah, make sure that your status has been turned into an active state after you get your visa and all, and make sure the courses which you have done, they are reflected in your Patriot web in your profile.
I didn't understand what is this active state.
So because of due to COVID, since you have done a course without getting your visa, that will be an inactive state. So once you get your visa and update it in the portal, that converts into an active state. You got it? Or
No, I don't know how. I didn't get it. How do I convert it?
convert in the sense just you have to update your OIPS thing with your I-94 and other documents.
Okay, thank
So
you.
you have to check in. You have to check in yourself. Yeah.
Oh, I have to do all this after I received my visa, right?
Yeah, after you get your visa, you have to do this thing, and make sure like in your Patriot web, the courses are reflected.
Yes, thank you.
Rakesh again.
Hi, Rakesh.
Yeah, so the Patriot Web is the name and ID for Mason, and there's something called Patriot Pass as well. What is that, and is there anything else for students to be that we should be there on?
Sorry, Rakesh, can you repeat? Your voice is breaking. I was not able
Okay,
to
so
hear your voice.
the Patriot Web, I have a Patriot email account as well. I mean, sorry, Mason email account, and there's something called Patriot Pass as well, and there's also Blackboard and all that. And so I want to know what will we should register for, I mean, like accounts and all that.
Okay, so Patriot Web is a stuff which you are going to require everywhere when you are on GMU. So there is a procedure. You can create a password. This might be there in your welcoming package. They might have OIPS might have sent you, or you can directly search on Google that GM how to set password for GMU Patriot Web. You'll get links directly from Google.
Patriot Pass.
Yeah, yeah, there is a procedure you can follow that you can.
What is that for?
I just shared the link in our chat. If you could just have a look at it. It's clearly explaining you about what is a Patriot Pass and how do you use it and how do you log in, and everything is there. If you could just press on that link, you'll get all your answers.
Thank you.
Okay, sure.
Hello. So, hello.
Yes.
I'm Sagar. I'm living near Sterling. It's close to Dallas Airport. So suppose I want to buy a car to commute to Fairfax. So does anyone have experience? Where can I like buy a car? What should I expect in terms of cost, insurance? So does anyone have experience?
To buy a car, first thing you need to have a driver's history in order to. If you don't have any driver's history, the insurance will be more. If you're looking for a car, we have dealers around Chantley and different places. You can see the Facebook marketplace to get a car. That's the thing you can do.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
I have another question. My entering point is in Dallas and not in Duels. Will that be an issue? I'm going to take another flight from Dallas to Duels.
No, that
With the
would be not.
immigration?
Yeah, no.
It
No, it's
depends.
fine.
So few people do this, few people do not. It depends on the situation. I cannot say it's not a straight away yes or no question, but it always depends on your port of entry. You'll be asked different questions, but Yeah, it always depends on the immigration officer.
Okay.
But
Any
I
idea
can
what
assure you that few people have done this and it was fine. Until unless you give them a clear explanation as to why you picked this as your port of entry.
flights were full?
Yeah. So yeah, just have an answer for that, and it's fine.
What is immigration check all like? Like
I'm sorry, I didn't get your question.
Immigration check. What happens in the immigration check?
Oh, okay. Pavan, do you want to answer that?
No, basically, it's kind of same as visa thing. They'll be checking your I-20 passport, and they'll be asking you a few questions regarding the course and regarding your accommodation and how much money you're carrying, and they'll be asking, is this your first visit to the US? And basic questions regarding your background. That's it.
I would just like to add something to that sometimes they don't ask questions at all. And I've seen people just standing up and waiting, okay, is that all? So don't freak out and just be confident. And sometimes they don't, they just take your passport, I-20, and that is it. Yeah.
I have another doubt. I got vaccinated with Covaxin, and I shall be getting another vaccine because it's mandatory to get. So will that be an issue? Any idea if that would be an issue while traveling?
What kind of vaccine is it?
I got Covaxin, the biotech one, not the Covishield one.
Okay. So you're planning to take which vaccine now?
Pfizer or Moderna. I'm not planning to take it mandatory. That's according to the mail I sent to the immunity department, the health department.
I'm not sure we are in a potential to answer that question. You might have to check it with the college, with the university regarding this. Because of the pandemic, rules have changed, so we're not aware of it.
Sure.
Yeah, the rules have changed, so we're not aware of it, and we don't want to misguide you. So I have shared a few links in the chat box. Please feel free to copy them and paste them for future reference. I have sent all gym activities are free for all students, but there are few specific activities like yoga, Pilates. Those are charged per semester. So please go ahead. I'm sending you the link for recreation as well. So you just have to Google recreation space GMU and you get all the links. So basically whatever links you need, everything can be Googled. So I'm just telling you that.
Hello.
Yes.
I have applied to few dining jobs via handshake, and I didn't get any. They are in review state right now. I mean, in how many days everything will get processed?
So did you give your email address and phone number?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So generally they take 2 weeks of time because they get a lot of entries. So we might have to be a little more patient with that. And if they did provide you an email address, feel free to go ahead and email them that, my application is still under review. Is there any update? So yeah, we just have to be patient, and it's good. I highly encourage everybody to go ahead and apply for jobs on Handshake. Go ahead and apply. I can see a few more new jobs applied. I would suggest everybody to make it a habit to go on Handshake Monday morning EST time and look for jobs. Every week Monday morning is a very good time for you to apply for jobs.
And how to design the cover letter?
I'll be sharing a link for that as well. And as I told you, you can always Google how to design cover letters. There are also advisors for us who will help us design our cover letter as well. You can go ahead and schedule an appointment with industry advisors, and they will suggest you as to how you should write a cover letter for on-campus jobs and also for your other part-time jobs as well. So I will send you a link right away. You can book an appointment with them and the expert will help you do it. So it's a free service provided from the university.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi guys, this is Janit here. Uh, I want to ask one basic question. Like, I'm not sure if I need to submit my transcript and the degree certificate and semester-wise mark sheets. On the application portal, it shows application completed, exit not received. Does that mean I need to submit these three things, or is it something else?
You submitted the soft copies, right?
Yeah, I've submitted soft copies and it's written like submit final
Yeah,
diploma received.
you need to submit the transcript plus Xerox copy of mark sheet which are attested by your university plus your Xerox copy of your degree which is attested by university. These three things should be submitted hard copy to university.
Okay.
You can submit those by coming here also. All
Okay,
this
sure.
should be in an envelope and that envelope should be sealed and signed and stamped by your university.
So this thing is the same thing, like application exit completed, not received is the same thing, right?
Yeah. You just need to submit
Okay.
that.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
I would highly recommend everyone should be getting at least three sets of transcripts because anything might happen. Even if you submit the hard copies of transcripts, they might ask you to submit again. So it will be very expensive for you to order and get them shipped from India to here. So and it's even more expensive to get to go to the embassy and get them signed and attested by the officials in Indian embassy. So it's better if you have the foresight and get them additional copies.
I just wanted to make an update over that. Right now, they are not accepting the documents attached by the Indian embassy. So I just got this email right now. I mean, few weeks back, and so that's not an alternative option right now. So you can just need to have it from your Indian university.
Sorry, just can you come again? I didn't get you.
Okay, so I was telling that as Chaitanya said that we have an option where we can go visit the Indian embassy in DC and we can get our documents attached. So right now they are not accepting it for some reason. The university says that they won't be accepting any attached document from the embassy. So you need to have the transcripts, mark sheets, and the degree attached from the registrar of your university, not the college. I mean, if it's the autonomous, then you can go ahead. If it's not, then you need to go to visit the university and just ask the registrar to attach that.
Okay. Thank you.
Sorry, my doubt makes it silly, but I'm from an autonomous institute, so my transcripts are all attached with a hologram. So is that sufficient, or do I need to get them stamped also?
Yeah, Sanket,
Yeah.
you can go with this.
So you need to get them stamped and attached, and just make sure you have that packed in a sealed envelope, and that envelope should also be stamped by the registrar. And if you have doubts, you can just call. I mean, if you have some, like your university is kind of different, you can just call the George Mason, the student service there, and they will just clear up all your doubts if you still have some doubts regarding that.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello again. On the same thing, I have written to email to them. They have not replied from like past 5 days. Like, what alternative should I try on
They
the
might
transcript
take
thing?
time. They might take time because currently the summer vacation is going on and they get a lot of requests from all the students. So they go in the queue to reply all the queries.
Okay, so
You can mail them again.
Okay.
The alternate would be you can call them if you are in US but and you can also go in person after August 21st when the college reopens. You can meet them in person as well. So there's no hurry right away that you have to submit your transcripts. There's still time. Like after you join the college, after you report to the college, you can still provide them your transcript. So there's no hurry on that. You can take it slow.
Also, has anyone heard like they accept email from registrar? Because like I contacted my college, they said it's online now. Like we'll be mailing to the universities. So is it something like that that you have seen in past? Like they accept online emails
Yeah,
from the registrar?
they do accept the electronic submission of transcript also, but you just need to make sure that they accept, because some universities might not just send them. So make sure with your
Okay.
Indian university that they are able to send the transcript
Yeah,
electronically.
I talked to them. They said we'll be sending online only. So please contact
One
your
second.
next institute.
They wouldn't accept the online one. I tried doing it. They didn't accept it for me.
That this online submission should come from the university side or your
Yes,
autonomous
yes.
college.
University register. They didn't accept it.
So
Maybe
what's the
you.
reason? If have you tried to get the update from the GMU about that?
They only accept it from the US universities. I had to send by post all my transcripts. I did this long before because I belong to a spring batch. I did the spring batch thing online, the first one. So I had to send them the physical copies.
I doubt
Well,
about that.
When you have the chance of sending the physical copies, then I don't think you should be trying the sending the transcript over email, because they prefer to have it as hard copies. So this for the universities which don't give transcripts as hard copies, and if they are willing to send it online, then just drop an email to the OIPS and check with them.
exactly. Just make sure you have an email from the GMU side mentioning that they are accepting the transcript from the electronic version of transcript from the Indian university. So if you have that mail, so you just can submit that. Else you don't have any proof that they are accepting that.
Sure. Thanks.
Also, somebody asked if you could enroll for classes after we come to the university. We would highly suggest you to go ahead and enroll it right now. We would suggest everyone to at least register for 4 subjects where the 4th one is waitlisted. So, because this is a fall semester, there is going to be a lot of people registering for subjects, and you might not get the subjects in your first semester that you're expecting. So I would suggest you to go ahead and enroll for classes in Patriot Web right away. And we have another 15 minutes for questions. So if you have anything, please go ahead and drop it in the chat box, or you can please unmute yourself and we could end the meeting by 12.
Hi, this is Chaitali. I have a question regarding course registration. So I have completed the course registration for fall semester, and I've selected courses from the core category. But do you guys suggest any measures or any points that we need to take care while choosing the subjects or anything like that?
I can take that question. Hi, Chetali.
Right.
Regarding what measures you need to take while selecting the course, I think the best person that could advise would be your academic advisor. I would suggest just get in touch with them, and they can suggest you, they can give you a better advice on what courses you should take, like the first semester, and you can work with them and just work out a plan for your rest of your degree. So I think that would be the best bet if you get in contact with your academic advisor.
Actually, I did that. I did contact her, but the response was like, what subjects have you chosen? I mean, there was no such concrete any reply as in choose these subjects or that. So just wanted to know if we have anything else to take into
Yes.
measure.
Yes, that is because, they believe that they want to give you the option as to select which subjects you want. So it is more like, okay, what subject is in your mind, and I can guide you with that. So hence she replied you like that. So basically, I would suggest you to talk with your seniors and take time for yourself and think what subjects would help you, and then she'll be the best person to help you as to if that is useful for your master's program or not. So they believe that we should leave the option to the students.
Sometimes I agree with Shreya, because sometimes they do want us to do our bit of research and then ask them questions. So just talk to your seniors and see what they've chosen like in the first semester, and then go up to your academic advisor and just express that this is what you're planning, and then he can or she can jump in and probably help you alter your plans. So I think, yeah, you can do that.
Okay, and one more question was, have you guys seen any student completing the master's program in maybe 3 semesters? Any such experience from any of the students in the past or in current?
Yes, you can complete it in 3 semesters, and it's up to you. My roommate, he's planning to complete it in 3 semesters. In the first semester, he took 3 courses in the spring, and in the summer semester, he took 2 courses. And in the next coming fall, he's planning to take 4 courses. And he'll be grad by.
Okay,
Yeah,
so how is he like finding the workload regarding studies and managing maybe the part-time jobs?
Right now, he's not doing any part-time, so he's okay with the course content, and he's able to balance all the things.
Okay, may I know which program he's into?
He's into data analytics major.
Okay, so do you think it should be same for all the programs? And I mean, any approximate suggestion on that?
No, mostly all the major courses have 30 credits, except health informatics. It's around 39, so it takes more time to complete your master's. And
So,
rest of the majors can be completed in 3 or 4 semesters.
I think it really depends on you, how much workload you can take.
And how do you choose the courses?
Yeah. So that's again something you can work out with your academic advisor. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
So I would suggest you. I would
Yeah, go
suggest
ahead,
you to
Shreya.
go ahead. I'm sorry. 1 second. I would suggest you to go ahead and schedule a meeting with your advisor. Excuse me. Could you mute him, please? Could you mute Rohan? Could the host mute Rohan?
Yeah, just
రైస్ కూడా తీసుకెళ్ళచ్చు రైస్ కూడా తీసుకు
Yeah. So I would suggest you to, sorry about that. I would suggest you to go ahead and schedule a meeting with your advisor. So basically, there's no answer for that as a yes or a no question. Yes, there are people who finish their master's program in 1.5 years. I won't say it was very easy. I won't say it is very tough. I will not say anything because it's totally depends on the courses that you take. So some courses are also 8-week courses, which finish very early, and you'll get ample time to apply for internships and apply for other jobs. I, for one, is a person who took a few 8-week courses so that I could finish it early, and currently I landed in an internship. So I could suggest you to do that. There's also a few courses which are comparatively not that tough. So yes, those courses in a few semesters is very useful, and a combination of courses which is a little tough. I mean, obviously you have to do your core courses. So those core courses with your electives, a combination of both of them is helpful. So it's always suggestible to talk to your advisor, talk to your seniors, learn from their experiences. But yes, we cannot put a timeline on that. So I hope this answers your question.
Yes, definitely. And one last thing was regarding the exams. I believe that depends on the professor taking the subject, right? I mean, it may be a written
Yes.
or it depends on the assignments that we submit.
Yes. So there are different kinds of ways where professors have their exams. But definitely I can give you the structure. We have assignments, we have weekly assignments. We mostly have weekly assignments. Few professors do not give assignments, they give bi-weekly assignments. Some professors give monthly assignments, so it's completely depending on them. But we do have assignments, we do have a mid-exam for sure, we do have a final exam. Exam can be a project or a written exam. And all of them are super dependent on the professor. And yes, before you take any subjects, it's highly suggestible for you to go ahead and talk with your seniors and get the experience as to how the professor is. And, you know, if you registered for your subject, go ahead and talk to other people who are already registered for the same subject so that you can team up.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Hello, Rakesh again. Could you share the housing slide again? The 3 links the Mason will I will learn on that. Okay, just a minute. Thank you. I took the link.
When can we receive this recording?
We'll upload this to maybe YouTube or on a drive, and we'll share the link on the respective groups, WhatsApp groups.
Okay. By tomorrow, right? Then.
Yeah, or maybe by today.
Okay, sure. Thanks.
So for the registration thing, I've just shared a link in the chat box. You can just go through the fall 21 calendar, and there are several dates over there. The last date to add, the last date to drop the course, and many other things. Just follow that for this.
Suppose if we waive a few vaccines and if we are intended to get vaccinated over there, are those vaccine costs covered under health insurance? And can we get them vaccinated? Get those vaccinated?
Are you talking about the all the vaccines in the
Like
immunization
I have,
record?
yeah,
Tetanus
I
and
have
all
waived
those
of MMR and the other one hepatitis B. So after reaching there, can I get those vaccines?
Yeah, you can get those. Those are covered in your insurance. You need to contact the SHS.
Okay, despite waiving off.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me add it on it. And actually, while coming down here, I get that MMR vaccine from GMU, and it's free of cost for you. So probably you can just check with them which vaccines are free for you and which vaccines are payable. So probably they better can guide you, like I did for myself. So better you can just reach out to immunization team. So if you are not able to get the vaccine from India, you can get it from here for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi. So actually, I received my transcripts, like which is like cumulative transcript, cumulative mark sheet. So my university, it gave me cumulative mark sheet only. So as of now, after going to the university, first I can submit that, and later I can take individual mark sheets from them, and then later I can submit it, right?
Yeah, you can submit it by like the deadline is around September end or October for the fall semester, but they will just extend it if you just request them, and you just make sure you submit it before the second semester. And yeah, they do ask for the individual semester mark sheet because that's what they ask, and the cumulative one is kind of a transcript, so they don't accept that thing into as in the mark sheet individual.
Okay, so individual mark sheet also it has to be sealed, right?
Exactly.
Any
Okay.
reason why you were not received an individual mark sheet?
I have my original mark sheets, but like those I can't submit to the university, right? Like when I
Yeah.
applied for the transcripts from my university, they just provided me a cumulative one only. Like by default,
So
it's
which
giving a
university
cumulative
are you
one.
from?
But I just have to. I'm from NIT Raipur.
Okay, so basically this is not called mark sheet, this is called transcripts. So you have to apply for transcripts, and that's when they'll provide you transcripts. I'm guessing this is how it works for all universities. So we come from JNTU, so we have to go and request for the transcripts, and that we have to pay some amount of money, and that's how we got our transcripts. So
Yeah, even
I would suggest call up the academic department and ask them. Like I did the same thing.
yes. So mark sheet
Okay,
is
okay.
completely different from transcripts.
Yeah,
Transcripts are mandatory for GMU or any university, for as a matter of fact.
Okay.
So just to add, as you have already got your transcripts, which you are referring as the cumulative mark sheet, you can just take a Xerox of your mark sheet which you have received. As you are saying, you have the original mark sheet, individual semester mark sheet with you. Just take a Xerox of them and go to the registrar if there is no other option. I mean, some university don't have any option to attach the mark sheet or submit a request of that. So you can just, just go in person and ask them to attach that and just make it in a sealed envelope and all.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
We still have 4 minutes for this session remaining.
Hi, this is Akshaya. I am joining the DAE program, and I want to know if a MacBook will be good for the program, or any laptop suggestions which you can give. Can we use
MacBook works for this program until and unless there are a few courses which they tell you not to, but I have many friends who use MacBook, so I don't think that should be an issue.
Okay. No, I was about to ask, like, can we use our same laptop, or do we need to get a new one? Like, we need a higher capacity.
No, you can use the one that you have until and unless it is in working condition.
Okay, yeah. Thanks.
Sure. Just to give you a heads up, there is a on-campus part-time job fair. This is in person and not virtual. This is a great time for everybody who's looking for a part-time job to go ahead and register themselves to submit your resume. So before that, I'll also suggest you to go ahead and schedule an appointment with one of your industry advisor to help them with your resumes. All the links were shared in the chat box. You can always go ahead and look for these opportunities on careers.gmu.edu.
Also, guys, we'll be dropping the this presentation in the chat below, so feel free to download it because it has some useful links which could be helpful. And we still got 2 more minutes for any more questions you guys have.
Regarding to deadlines to apply for on-campus job, so this deadlines depend on job to job. There are different kinds of jobs, so every job have a certain deadline to apply.
And those deadlines will be mentioned on the handshake portal itself. So just whenever you're applying for that, it will be right there. You can just see them and apply accordingly.
Regarding to this switching between the part-time jobs, yeah, you can do that, but it's depends upon the contract you sign. There, for some jobs there is a notice period. For some jobs they have a certain kind of period you have to work and you have to serve. Every contract have a different stuff.
I think this is the wrap up for the meeting, and if you guys have any more questions, feel free to DM us on Instagram or yeah, and we'll share the recordings later. And thank you guys for joining in, and we hope we answered most of your questions. And yeah,
Yeah.
good night.
Thank you to everyone who contributed to the success of this session, and thank you to the former board for taking time to attend this session and acting as a backbone for us. And I'd like to thank Shreya, Prithvi, Chaitanya, Kuldeep, Ashree.
Thank you guys.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, thanks Shreya. Thanks.
No problem. I hope it was useful for everybody, and great job to the new board as well. You did a great job. And yes, I'm looking forward for many more such sessions. Thank you for having me.